Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BA'ashem YAHWASHI, BA'ashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to many Akim, Wakawathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawa Cub coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, basically, it's going to be about, correcting your brother or correcting your brothers and sisters. All right. And the thing is, well, let's start off with this first scripture, Matthew chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahawashi said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Okay, so I'm not really gonna get into the whole thing about, that means that the Mosaic law is done away with. No, I'm not gonna get into that. That's dumb. We've already plenty of brothers have already shown how that's not the case. All right. Showing that you love someone is an action, and it's not just a concept or a verbalization. All right. When you love your children, you protect them. When you love your children, you try to correct them. When you love your wife, you protect her, and so on and so forth. Okay. These are all examples of showing your love for someone through your action. And in that same sense, when we love Yahawadah, all right, we follow after his words. We take the things that he says as law. We take the things that he says seriously, and we display it in our actions. All right. So it's not a matter of, oh yeah, I love you, but fuck all the things that you say. I don't care about what you have to say to me. Like that's the opposite of loving someone, and that's stupid. All right. So, the inspiration to really do this lesson was the fact that, we do have to love our quote unquote brothers and sisters. Okay. And the reason why I say quote unquote brothers and sisters, all right, is because the scriptures already tell us who our brothers and sisters are. Okay. And these are the ones that we have to truly and genuinely get along with. All right. Matthew chapter 12, verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Okay. Though this is a perfect example showing who the Lord is dealing with, who the Lord loves, who the Lord genuinely cares about. All right. As well as who we should be caring about. Because let me get that as well. Pretty sure I'm so sure it's in Psalms. Okay, yes, Psalm chapter 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? Psalm chapter 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? Okay, so it's a perfect example. This is a perfect example that the same way, so if someone hates Yahawadah, if someone hates let's say our brothers and sisters, okay, if someone hates someone that we care about, then are we not going to hate that exact same person? All right. If someone is fucking bullying your little brother, your little sister, or whatever, aren't you gonna be like, you know what? I don't fuck with this person because they're messing with someone that I love and I care about. All right. That is a natural instinct to have for someone that you genuinely have not only have love for but care about. All right. And in that same sense, I would like to say I hope I'm right in saying we hate the people that hate. So that's the thing. Slug it to get a bit off topic for a second. All right. That's the thing. Like, for me personally, all right, whenever I hear, and that's why I really do try to avoid it. But sometimes when I'm playing a game, a video game or whatever, they just always, it's like it's been so popularized in, I want to say, primarily video games and media in general, to just be openly disrespectful to YAHAWAH and His, or just the concept of, some sort of God. But the biggest concept was, disrespecting the God of the Bible, all right, which is YAHAWAH and His. They are intentionally, and in all honesty, speaking as a man, I'm not trying to give a bit of wiggle room, because I genuinely believe that the people that are making this, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly who they're targeting, and they are definitely intending to show disrespect to them. Okay, because I was watching Vinland Saga. I made a video on Final Fantasy 16, and I heard all these things about people rebelling against the God of the Bible. All right, if not literally, or through a parallel. And it always just pissed me off. I always just, like, I'm enjoying the media, then my mood is soured, and I promise you, I am in my head. I'm thinking, like, okay, you know what? Let me go. I literally did this twice, at least twice, to my memory. I searched up the writer, and I literally cursed him. I did that every time someone does that. So, like, me playing these games, it's not really doing them any favors, all right? But outside of that, going back on topic, Slakia, it's a whole thing about correcting the people that we care about and wanting better for them, all right? So Matthew chapter 18, verse 21, then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Yahawashi saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Okay, so 7 it doesn't literally mean 7, and not only Peter, but also Yahawashi. They didn't literally mean 7, but Yahawashi, Slakia. Peter meant a complete number of times, because 7 means completion, okay? And Yahawashi said 70 times 7, meaning beyond a complete number of times, like basically until they're able to get it, okay? Until it's able to set in, all right? And the thing about that is that is unbelievably, like, a fact. That's like the true thing. That's like a testament a testament to speak, or something like that, in the sense of, like, us personally, okay, because if we're the ones that are constantly correcting our brothers and sisters, yeah, sure, that's good and all, but at the same time, like, we aren't perfect ourselves, all right? So in that same sense, Yahawashi is constantly having to correct us, all right? I mean, and actually, as a matter of fact, let me get that. Luke chapter 6, verse 36, be ye therefore merciful as your Father also is merciful. Okay, so we need to remember, yes, it's going to be a lot harder for us, because we are not in that, we're not perfect, of course, but we need to remember to have mercy on our brothers and sisters, because we aren't, as I said before, we aren't perfect, and we definitely need the wiggle room. We need to understand, because we can't be hypocrites. Because I don't know if you remember the parable of how there was this one guy, this one man borrowed money from, I believe it was a king, okay? And he said, oh, I can't pay you back. The king said, okay, you're forgiven. You don't need to pay me back. You're good. And then he's like, thank you. I appreciate it so much. And then that same man went to go collect a debt from someone else, someone that was lower than him. And then the guy, the poorer guy said, I can't pay you. And then he beat him, and he said, you better give me my money, all this, that, and the third. And then when the king found out, he tossed the man who beat the poor man in jail and said, now you have to pay me back the money. It's not, I want it back now. Oh, because you did not have just like I had mercy on you. Slakia, I don't remember the exact phrasing, and I wish I could have remembered it. If I find it, I will either put it in the description of this lesson. All right, so bear with me.